let's see. To Bridenbrad.
Argent Tournament Grounds is closest to him.
Yeah, it is. Long flight.
Yep, long flight with... On a red dragon though, look at that. Now we're not riding the Time Lost Proto Drake, we're just riding the red drake. And it's going to take us a while to get through the Crystal Foam Forest as our dragon flies around in circles in it.
Mm-hmm.
It may not actually do that on this particular path, so we'll see.
It will. They always do.
Sure. How do you feel about Winter Grasp?
It's pretty.
I remember that being one particular form of PvP I didn't completely hate.
I remember fishing there.
And
I would always like hide under a tree, hoping people wouldn't find me. But I was fishing at night, so like usually no one was there. And I would be fishing in like an edge of the map anyway. But I do think one time people found me.
Of course, eventually someone's going to happen to stumble across you. And then they'll kill you because they're rude.
But I was so scared.
Of course, you're always scared.
It's true. Ugh.
So, what do you think of Icecrown so far? Is it everything you hoped for? We haven't even gotten to the, like, western side of the zone yet. We'll get there eventually.
Or not.
Oh, we're gonna complete this zone.
What happens when we hit 80?
Then we complete the zone.
What?
The purpose of the stream is not to level up to max level, it's to get the story.
What?
What do you mean, what?
What?
You knew that going into this.
Ugh. Meh.
That was a show of strength worthy of a leader. I only regret I did not kill that.
Alright. Bridenbrad. Let's go say hello.
He's really out there, like, here's something. Why don't we, like, move him somewhere?
Because he wants to stay away from people.
Yeah, but we can still move him somewhere that isn't shit.
You have returned yet again, warrior. Why do you risk yourself so? The breath of Alexstrasza? You've gone to the Dragon Queen herself? I am extremely grateful. I understand the risks of such cleansing, and I am prepared. Proceed, warrior. Bridenbrad raises a hand to you as he catches his breath. It was nearly as painful as it looked, but it was as if I could feel some of the corruption being burnt away from inside within my body. It seems the plague is not so readily bested, though. Warrior, thank you for everything that you have done. Your selfless actions have renewed my hope, and that there is yet great good left within this world. I can depart without fear that darkness will prevail in my absence. Go now. Go with no regrets.
I mean, he's just gonna die again.
Yep.
What the fuck?
What?
We go to the ship?
Yeah, we can fly to the ship.
Like, what was the point of that? Like,
Well,
what did we accomplish?
So, you ever hear the old phrase about when Edison was creating the light bulb? That someone said that you failed like 200 times, and he's like, no, I didn't fail 200 times. I just learned 200 things that didn't work. Well, we just learned 2 things that didn't work.
Yeah, but we're not gonna find something that does.
Not in this probably. We'll see.
shall serve.
What?
We'll see. Really, warrior, nothing notable to report. Clotilde notices the abomination remains splattered across your clothes and smiles. I beg to differ. That's abominable. Abominations. They can be a very capable enemy. I've seen them turn the tide of battle more than once. What few realize is that they can also be very capable friends. They're not deep thinkers if you know the secrets of their creation, and you can issue them basic orders that they will not question. Fortunately for you, I know these secrets. This kit will reanimate the remains of the abominations you defeat. Take it, and learn to use them against the scourge on the Death Gate. Against the giants. While it's going to be crucial to defeat the scourge on the ground, we mustn't neglect the gate itself. The flesh giants on the ramparts are capable of hurling massive boulders and chunks of ice, inflicting devastating damage to the enemy infantry below. Muster a force and defeat these giants. We need to know just what we're up against in terms of their strength. Oh, and bring me their spines. If memory serves, it's a little trick I can share with you.
We have died so that others may.
So, one thing that people disliked about Icecrown back in the day was that a lot of the quests here were primarily group quests. And that bugged people. Oh shit. They're still... Oh wait. Yeah. I apparently don't have enough stuff to finish Volatility. I need to get Armored Abandoned Helm and Abandoned Armor.
Oh, you didn't get credit for that?
Not that part of it, I guess.
Oh.
I tested for the field test, but not the Armor and Helm. Okay. So what exactly are we doing here? Are we fighting the Bone Sentinel? No, I think I over the quest up on top of the gate?
No. Is this where we were? I don't think it
was.
was.
The armor. I'm talking about the quests on the map. Pestilent Spines. Where we were for the quest is over here.
Yeah, if you're looking for the armor and stuff, it's this way.
That's not what I was talking about.
Well, but here it is.
Yeah, they're not showing up for me anymore, so it's weird.
Uh.
Yeah, the quest itself says it's complete, but when I hover over it on the map, it says I haven't picked up those two things. Either way, let's look for Pestilent Spines and Chilled Abomination Guts.
Okay.
So we have to kill the Pestilent Horrors for the spine?
Uh-oh. I don't think so. Hold on.
I mean, they are called Pestilent
Oh, this
Spines.
is a 3-person quest. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, this multi-person quest stuff is what bothered people back in the day because they couldn't solo through this area because you actually needed to have more than one person, unless you were a warlock or a hunter. Or a death knight. Because they could keep themselves alive pretty well. I mean, you could do it if you had a healer playing with you, like we're doing now, but back then it wasn't as easy.
I had to heal a fair bit.
There you go, got Pestilent Spine. Another one right there. It don't take that long to kill either, so I'm gonna kill 5 of these fuckers. At least it isn't like early quests that they had in like Wrath and Vanilla, or BC and Vanilla, where you'd kill these guys and they wouldn't drop their spine, and you'd be like, "What? What do all that for nothing?"
Yep.
another one down. Yeah, they seem to be like 100% drop rate.
I mean, that's good considering it's like a 3-person quest.
Yeah. I remember going through here on my Warlock Aaliyah and just soloing all this stuff.
Wow.
The Void Walker is really powerful. Well, he wasn't really powerful so much as he just couldn't be killed because I would just drain life, any of the health that I fed to my Void Walker while keeping dots up on the enemy. So it's pretty good that way. Okay, next quest is over here. We got land and use chilled abomination cuts.
I feel like I can't keep my eyes open much longer.
Alright, if we have to end early, I'm going to continue the stream without you.
Oh no, but Luminol.
Lumina will be fine.
No. Luminol. Where?
We're missing reagents. I don't know where to get them then.
It's like we gotta kill them?
I guess.
Yeah, got it.
I was like, alright, I gotta go wait for this fucking thing arrows me, and then as I'm running, I get hooked. I was like, fuck.
Wow, it's a really shitty. It's real shit. It's not doing anything. Does it have like a pet bar?
I don't think so. He's fighting right now, huh?
Oh, fuck. It has to have a pet bar because they're supposed to be exploded.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh. Okay, I found the button.
And?
It's Control 5.
Oh. So I gotta go get more guts.
I may die.
Oh, I hope not.
Okay. Now I just have normal mobs on me. Once I get out of combat, I'll enable my pet bar. Oops. In combat.
All right.
Oh no. Now they're attacking me. Run away. At least we share credit.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we share guts too?
I suppose.
Well, yeah. Oh, there's also flatulate.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So my pet bar is not showing up for me, even though it's enabled.
Press Control 6.
Well, it doesn't matter. I don't have an abomination right now. Hey Fluffy, how's it going? Welcome to today's stream. Which apparently we will be ending early because PMS decided to stay up all night.
They're not stay all night.
What? You said earlier that you decided you didn't want to sleep.
Well, I forgot to sleep.
Well, that worked out decently, I suppose. Alright, so we gotta kill 6 more ghouls. No, ghouls. And...
We're just getting exploded. They love it.
what? Why would they love that?
Because it's cool.
I see. Cool.
Ugh. Okay. Heist and ghouls.
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright, let's go see Tirion. Once we can finally fly. All those ghouls after us. This
Yeah.
goes fast.
They are speedy.
Let him wave his arms. He wants me. Alright. Let's fly over to Tirion fucking Fordering. You're pretty fucking salty right now? Played League, but your team sucks, so I couldn't do anything about it. That happens. But isn't that you're great? I focus best by shitting. That's
You're
true.
just gonna look at games like that as unwinnable and look at what you did right.
Indeed. Just look at your own performance and think, what could I have done better?
We
What
shall
did I do
triumph.
bad?
Yeah, and also, like, it was unwinnable in these circumstances.
The Scourge Plague is no simple foe to defeat. Alexstrasza's words suggest that perhaps we can yet save our Bridenbrad from the unmanageable fate of the unliving should he fall. But I will not give him up so easily. There is yet one more path of light I would like to pursue. One more being who might avert this horrible fate. I appreciate everything that you have done for us, Miro. I have one last errand for you. One last gleaming hope for a paladin who deserves any salvation that we can extend. Go now to Shatrath and speak to the Naru et al. He has long been a beacon of light and powerful ally to devout paladins. Impart Bridenbrad's story and seek any aid that he might have to offer. I cannot impress how important it is that you move quickly. I fear our Crusader does not have much more time in this world.
Oh my god. Fuck you, Tyrion Porter. Go to Shatra.
I don't know if he provides any way to get there, so I think we have to go to Dallas.
Yeah, I think we have to go there the shitty way. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Dalaran. Oh.
Fluffy, do you focus best by shitting as well, or is that just me? What the hell was I playing? That was recent. Is that when I was playing Zelda? Because it's just listed as retro. I have a little cat laying in the sunbeam at my feet. What do you think of Steve?
Steve is soft and nice.
It's true.
Oh man, my neck hurts.
Fluffy was really excited that he got the Babel icon.
Nice. I'm glad.
Yeah, he upgraded from the slime to the Babel. Alright, so I have a bunch of people in my chat right now. I'm fairly certain almost all of them are bots.
Oh yeah. I don't know why that's so much of a thing now.
Like, I don't care that they're there, but it'd be nice if I had actual people and not all bots. I think Fluffy and Trife and Silly are the only people who aren't bots.
Some of them are bots. So here's the fun part.
It's just the portal to Orgrimmar.
Yep.
That's fine. Some ordinary fawn. Oh, Lilith is there. Hello, Lilith. My list doesn't actually include you in the chat.
Over here.
Hellfire Citadel. Should have a flat point right there too.
It's
Though. It's been a long time since we were here.
Yeah.
Mogra.
Fuck you, Tirion bordering.
One of the other reasons I hate this guy. Meanwhile, he's just doing it to save someone, so.
Yeah, when everything keeps failing. He's like, go do this, go do this.
Half of those bots are Path of Exile bosses. Commander Root actually followed me, so even though he's a bot, I don't care.
Interesting.
So, most of the bots don't follow, but Commander Root actually followed. So cool.
Cool.
So Commander Root and the Hydration bot are the only bots that I particularly like.
I remember well.
Whoa.
Of defeat at the conclusion of the Third War. I've waited far too long for my revenge. Now, the shadow of the Legion falls over this world. It is only a matter of time until all of your failed creation is undone.
That was unexpected.
That's cool.
And quite loud. I could hear that just completely clearly.
Yeah, well, it's a zone thing.
Right, but normally
It's like one of the few remaining, like, bosses, world bosses.
No, they have world bosses still, but they're just like, they just feel like plain compared to what they used to before.
Well, he said he's one of the few remaining. But, like, what? Oh, do you mean, like, well, what kind of world boss do you mean?
Because like in Legion they had Withered Jim and Nidhogg.
Yeah, I don't feel like those count because they're not like rare spawns and you're meant to kill them weekly and stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
But there are cool things like the one that looks like Merogar and flies around Stormheim. and like turns everything into ice weather.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, I like that one, but I'm pretty sure there's like a world quest for him occasionally too. But that one's nifty.
I was pretty upset when I was going through Cataclysm and I found they had reused the Marrow guy's models listed.
In the weirdest way too.
Yeah. And they reused it again in Legion. One of the bosses in Blackrock Cold. Alright, Adele. Let's do this. Oh, here's the other mount. Swift Green Hawkshire.
Why is she on top of a city?
That's the Sunwell Plateau.
Oh, shit. I never noticed that before.
Yeah. A gentle ringing fills your head as you approach the Naru. I know why you have come. I am pleased that you have come to me, Miro. I know of Crusader Bridenbrad and of your travels in hopes of saving him. Bridenbrad's valor has sparked remarkable selflessness in you, and this is a miracle unto itself. What? I've been saying to people all this time. The light will take care of its own. I will extend my blessing to Bridenbrad, and he shall not endure the corruption of undeath. I shall return you to Dalaran, and you shall return to him. Know that I remain with you.
Well, thanks. At least someone ports us.
Right?
God bless. Ugh.
To get back to the original talk, of course there are things you have done better. At the same time, from a specific point on, it didn't matter if I'm good or not because your team sucked and the enemies got the gold they needed. No, that's not what we're saying at all, Fluffy. What we're saying is that at that point, you know it's a loss. So the only thing you can do is focus on improving.
Yeah, because you can always be better. It doesn't mean you're bad or you messed it up. It's just a matter of you can always be better.
Yeah, so regardless of whether you are going to make that impact is irrelevant at that point because you're not. You're just not going to. So because you recognize that, you can then look at it and be like, all right, well, what could I have done better?
Yeah. So basically making it not a complete waste of time. Be like, what did I do well?
Yeah.
Even. Like, it's not a matter of like, oh, I didn't do well enough. Nah.
You can also look at what those people were doing and being like, okay, so these people were playing like shit, but how were they playing like shit? And how can I use that to advise my teammates in the future of what to do and what not to do?
Yeah. I don't like the whole, like, attitude of blaming your entire team, but not looking at yourself at all. Like, yeah, you can be like, this team was, you know, the game was unwinnable because of, like, things my team did, but you can also look at yourself, and you should. Like, if you're blaming your team, then you should also be like, what could I have done better? Is there a certain thing that would have made an improvement? Or what did I do well? And just try to do your best in those situations when you find yourself in them.
Yep. There's always a way to make a situation good. Even if it's a negative situation that you can't win, there's a way to win it on a personal level.
Using it as practice for situations that will be winnable.
Yeah. As you approach Crusader Bridenbrad, you cannot help but notice that his skin has taken on a pale hue and his breaths are shallow. It is clear that he has little time left. You have returned to me, warrior. I must admit, it is good to see you again. Your face renews my hope, and this land will be free of Arthas' grasp one day soon. I'm proud to have met you. Bridenbrad's words trail off, a dim smile on his face, as life seems to slip from him. A gentle ringing fills your ears. Look.
You died anyway.
Oh, look up there.
Oh, curry. More a doll.
The light, they don't forget their own. So, they didn't let him become undead. He didn't live, but they took him into the light instead.
Oh yeah, that's
Fear
kind of what
not,
I
young
thought.
one, for this Crusader shall not taste death.
Well, undeath.
In life, Bridenbrad was the bearer of great deeds. Now in passing, he shall taste only paradise. The light does not abandon its champions. But if you're not a champion, the light does not give a fuck. You get to become undead.
That is not what they said at all.
Light within the darkness. Crusader Bridenbrad's tabard rests in the bottom of the chest, shifting slightly as the howling winds find its way in. Tirion will desire this last remembrance of the Great Crusader. Alright, well...
Tirion doesn't get shit.
Unfortunately, this belt is better than what I got.
Same.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fly down to Tirion, turn in our
What
quest.
about the boat?
What is your problem with the boat?
It's got quest turn-ins.
What is your obsession with this boat?
It's got quest turn-ins.
You're so weird.
Quests!
True, there are quests. You are not wrong.
Good. I like how this is literally the Horde symbol.
Yeah. They're very patriotic.
You need only ask.
You see, warrior, ingenuity can sometimes even the odds against a seemingly overwhelming enemy. Hey, these potions are way better than what I got. Excellent. Against the giants. Any success against the giants, Blood Elf? Excellent. These look like to be usable samples. Time again to use the enemy's strength against them. Sorry. Coltira takes the pustulant spines and drains their fluid into a flask. Ugh. A little known quality of the flesh giants. Their spinal fluid interacts with the plague in a very interesting way, turning it into a corrosive acid. Pouring from the towering ramparts, acid may not be a welcome sight onto the troops below. But at least the victims won't rise up and add to the enemy numbers. Pour the contents of this flask into one of the plague cauldrons in the western chamber of the Death Gate. This is a 5-player quest. Sneak preview. Progress is being made. We've made a promising array of tactics that should gain us control of the Death Gate. There will doubtless be many casualties, but in the end, we should be able to prevail, barring any interference from the Alliance. Our next focus will be Aldithar, the Gate of Desolation. Fly down and become familiar with it and with the enemies posted there. When you return, I will have your mission prepared. Copris the Defiled. Reports of a powerful zombie at the Death Gate have reached my ears, where we cannot allow a potential threat such as this to go unchallenged. Any information you are to glean from it, engaging it, will be better than what we know now. Go to the western chamber of the gate and find this creature, fight him, and find a weakness we might exploit. Alright,
Death alone cannot.
let's go downstairs and turn the quest to the goblin now.
I just had a thought. What happens like when we hit 80 but we haven't finished all the Wrath dungeons?
Then we can continue those maybe somehow. If not, we can just run them on our max level character.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo! I saw them line up all the way from here. I'll just chalk that up as another success and begin bottling this stuff up for the invasion. Of course, it might need a little more testing as we go if you're all at all interested. Alright.
Yeah. We could, I don't know if they still have it, but the thing that pauses your experience gains.
Yeah, they should still have that. We'd have to use it right before we hit 80 though.
Oh yeah?
Well, maybe not. Maybe at 80 it would work. We'd probably still be able to
Going
queue.
down to Tirion?
Went down to Tirion because I thought you wanted to be done.
Yeah, I do. Oh well.
You're getting sick as heck, Fluffy. No! Don't get sick. We need you to be jolly and happy and telling us tales of your conquests in League and Dead by Daylight. And then your fluffy
lots
jokes.
of fluids and sleep.
Yes, make sure you're drinking lots of water. Lemon is usually pretty good as well when you're sick.
And soups.
And bacon. Make sure you're eating copious amounts of bacon. Super
and
important.
certain kinds of tea.
Ignore PMA.
Not
Nobody drinks tea.
caffeinated though.
I'm kidding. Everybody drinks tea.
It better. Green tea is really good for you.
Only by working together can we succeed.
He has departed, hasn't he? I felt a small bit of light leave the land. I'm glad you were able to save him from undeath. With Adele's blessing, he will know no evil in his afterlife. We shall take take heart in his shining example and in your selflessness. Thank you for all that you have done.
Courage is our greatest.
Look, we've got achievement progress with Crusader Bridenbrad. 2 out of 11 chapters are done.
Wow. Build upgrade.
Alright, so I'm going to stop that recording there.